Hey there, everybody. It's RCK, and I'm glad to have you back here again for our next episode of our Dwarf. Well, not actually our next episode. Actually, I'm going to do something different. We're not going to have a next episode for our Dwarf Fortress series here. What we're going to be doing instead will actually be showing you how to get through a light aquifer. It's been a very, very long time since I've actually played, and there's a few things that I could not remember. And getting through a light aquifer was one of them, and it turned out that not engraving, but smoothing stone isn't necessarily a way of stopping the water from coming through. Let's actually zoom in here. So let's say the way a light aquifer actually flows, they only flow through each of the four sides here. They do not flow corner to corner. They do not flow diagonally. They will flow up, right, down, or left. So if you dig diagonally to them, actually they won't flow out. Whereas, a dwarf, if a hole is dug here and a hole is dug here, a dwarf is able to move diagonally, which is quite interesting. But that's not too big of a deal. Just want to zoom in and talk about that for a second. But we're going to do something else, because as you may know, is my cap lock on? Oh, what's going on here? Press escape, that's what it is. As you may know, we've had a lot of problems here, and our under fort area here is kind of getting flooded now. So lots of different things going on here. We should not have been. We should have kind of hurried up with the process of this and not digging it out farther. Now is only putting a band-aid on it, because now that we dug it out farther, the more surface area the water will now have to come into the area. As you see up here at the top, it's very, very limited on the water coming in, so it's not actually that much. But it's actually going down the stairs, all the way down the stairs, and it's starting to fill up down here as well. That's why the one up top was cut off, and now it's filled up at 7. The other one's at 4s and 5s. So yeah, you do have to keep that in mind. And we're kind of starting to build walls here, but we were a little too late, unfortunately. So what we're going to do is we're going to go... Oops, wrong button. We're going to be going over... We'll just say over here. And we're going to build up downstairs. Well, actually, we can only do... We just need downstairs. Just need downstairs here. And then below that, that is where we build the up downstairs. And I should have turned the focusing thing off, but it's not too big of a deal, since we are in the middle at this point. So we should have our doors come over, and I kind of let this place go to shit, but that's okay. So we want to build a... We just want to be I. So unpause. Possibly could have been pause there. So we've dug in a few levels down here. Now that we hit this, you can tell that we've hit the light aquifer level here by the flashing blue squares. If anyone's wondering what, I think this is obsidian. Tell us that, I can't exactly remember. So every time it'll start canceling your digging designation here, due to the fact of damp stone being here. So that's telling you that this stone here is part of an aquifer. So that is going to start canceling, and of course you can always turn that canceling off. Can't do it right here, but it's going to pause you. It's going to keep bringing you to it. Let's see. So we've dug this level, and we see here that there are no actual damp stone here, but we do see on this level here that there is damp stone. I want to go ahead and dig the rest of this out. We'll let it go. It shouldn't stop us from digging these, because we already know all these sections here are damp stone. It needs to keep pausing us, of course, and that's the level below us. So we do see that all of this is damp. Of course, we can only do one little area here at a time. Starting to start telling us that there's damp stone beside it here shortly. Alright, get this last one done. And I will probably just go out one more level just because. Well, and here we go. We start seeing that slowly the water is coming out, and we see one little Z level there. Not one Z level, but 1 out of 7 squares here of water coming out of the walls here at this point, seeping out of the walls. Now it can either seep from the same Z level, it can also seep from the ceiling. So the farther down you go, you want to make sure you're kind of building on the same levels, cutting, or you're kind of digging out the same levels, because if we have this level here dug out, and then we're down here on this level, and say we dug out this way for some reason far enough, we're going to start having the water drip here from the ceiling because this top part isn't dug out. But what we're going to do is we're going to start building some walls here. If I can click which button it is. So here, of course, we're just going to put the closest thing at this point, which is almond wood logs. This is kind of a fort I've just mentioned that was kind of being thrown away at this point. In hopes of starting another aquifer fort here and not having to worry about it all too much, because I'd be able to know what I'm actually doing at this point. Alright, and let's get the last ones here. And you kind of want to be going through level by level, doing this right here. We want to see, we're going to have our, don't know how many people we have set to actually build. Honestly, I want to dig this out too to make sure that there is no water above us. Let's unpause. We have possibly people going down there actually building the walls at this point. Yes, they are. Looks like they suspended this wall here. Now, I know it didn't go to a... I wonder if it's because they built it like that. Q. And so let's see if they start it again. It might just not. It's inactive. Still inactive. We might have to... No? What in the world? Which one was it? That's not it. B. C. Now what we need to do, not build another wall. My goodness, what am I thinking of here? We need to remove a construction. We need to remove that construction so we're able to get over there to that corner and build the actual wall that we need to do. Usually you can get this resolved here by building the corners first. Alrighty, so they've already finished that spot there, so now we're going to go back in and build a wall here. And I want to make sure that we have this wall completed before we start digging out the lower level here, just due to the fact of the water being able to seep in. We want to do it one level at a time. You might as well take this slow because you want it done right. Well, of course, we're having this wall here completed, so we are done there. So let's dig a stairway here. And it should let us. And then we'll dig out the same size area of the space above it here. We're paused. Let's go ahead and unpause. It's definitely been a long while since I've played, but it's good to go ahead and relearn some things that you may have forgotten or may have changed over the years, because a lot of this has actually changed. This is Not the same Dwarf Fortress I played whenever I started, of course, and it's not the same Dwarf Fortress I played last year. They've been definitely making a lot of improvements of it. That is very, very good. Of course, you can always just build the wall around the staircase here, but I like a little bit of space. It seems like if you do have water start coming in when you only have that small of a space, that's going to fill in a lot faster. So you could run into some problems with it. So you have to keep that in mind. So it's B, C, W. We're going to use the logs here that we have just due to the fact of them being so close to us. Hopefully we have a few dwarves that will rush over to do this. Now that we will wait to get these corners done first, and then we will move to finish off the rest of the wall. Now you do see these water areas here coming in bit by bit. We want to hurry up and get this done. Of course, now we're saving because it's a new season. Take a sip of water. Come on. There we go. These guys are building at a decent speed, I suppose. Definitely could have some more people building, but alright, now let's go ahead and build the walls here on the side. Alright. That shouldn't take too long at all for us. Now this is also an aquifer level here, a light aquifer still. And I might possibly do a video on dealing with a heavy aquifer as well, so keep an eye out for that. Now that I'm starting to get back into Thief, Protect a Horde, a Skulking Filth. Just a kobold, I believe, maybe possibly a goblin, but I'm not too worried about, like I said, throwing this fort away. This is just a lesson here, or an opportunity to teach a little bit. Now, I do see a little of this not being a aquifer actually, so let's go ahead and mine this out since we're building the last bit here of this. This is not suspended, is it? Nope, it's under construction. Good. There we go. That level is completed. Let's dig it out one more level. You see the water is coming in a little bit faster than it was on the other ones. Is that level below it? Yep, the level below it is still a aquifer, so we're going to have to deal with that as well. And our miners are taking care of business here pretty quickly. Come on, let's go ahead and start ECW. Start the construction of this here. Want the logs. Let's do mine that last bit there. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the placement. Now this one's filling in a lot quicker the farther we kind of go down. Could be getting a little bit farther into the aquifer, but we can still deal with it here. Just being a light one, this is not too bad. Now being a heavy aquifer, I mean that's going to hit 6 and 7 like as soon as you open it up, and it's going to be pretty dangerous for your dwarves to be in as well, let alone being a large area. So you do have to keep an eye on that. And we can go ahead and build a wall over here on this side, since we have both of the corners done. Alright, corner is done on that side. I want these logs here so they can hurry up. And now if you see, check here on our upper levels of our aquifer that we have no water here seeping in. Outpost liaison is here. Cool. Can I please go back to where I was? Why'd you put me over here? Okay, so here it is. So we have no water seeping in here. No water seeping in here. Well, we do see some, but we're still working on this level here. But now we are done. And this water here is going to be evaporating rather soon. So it's not too big of a deal. Um, but we will go ahead and get started on our next level. We'll go ahead and do that. Now, if you have the designations paused because it's a wet stone or whatever, you could just do it one layer at a time, and it's not going to pause you because at that point you already know that it's damp stone. So let's go ahead and do this one, because if you designated something like this, it's going to turn off the designation on this outer layer out here, because it doesn't want you to actually dig it since you don't know that it's damp stone before you got there. Trying to save some of your dwarves, of course, but it can be annoying if you do already know it's probably going to be damp stone. So there is that. So our miners are taking care of this pretty quickly. We want them to get one more layer done. It's all over the place. We'll get that layer done and we'll start putting in the walls. Tigerfish is giving birth to tigerfish fry. There we go. So let's go ahead and get our walls there. Just use some of the logs we have. Wall. Same almond wood logs. And let's check the level below us. And it's still an aquifer level, so we'll have to continue going. And this is just going to be a long process, of course. But so far, these 3 levels here, you see no water seeping in, and that is the main general purpose of this. Now, if you do have water seeping in and it's getting to the level 2, you're going to have some problems with that since you're not actually able to put a construction on it. Was it 2 or 3? I'm not sure if it's 2 or 3, but you'll have to wait for that water to go down to a level 1 so you're able to build on it. And let me unpause the game, of course. That might actually help out here. Should have some dwarves coming down. I do see one. We have a few more on the way with logs. Stray dog has given birth to a puppy. Cool. Alrighty, we can build this side here. And of course, I mean, we could go ahead and we can start digging the lower level, but honestly, we might as well just take our time. I want to have each side or each level here completed before we actually move on to the next. But I mean, it's not too long of a process. I move up through what? I don't care. Okay, sure. Hey, yeah, sure. Yep. Looks good. Looks good. I'm trying to do something here. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness, leave me alone. Just leave. Okay. So we are building the last bit of these walls here. And now that we have 2 last bits under construction, we're going to go ahead and start the next layer. Now that I saw those miners were kind of close, hopefully they'll do this rather quickly. This is still damp stone. I wish they'd go ahead and do that. Maybe they did. I think they did. Alright, now we'll dig these areas out here. It just didn't have a stone on it. That's why it wasn't blinking for us. See water coming in a little bit quicker now. So a few more levels. But I think that was because there was already some in the stairway. So. Alrighty, they're getting these walls here done. And of course we want to dig it out one more layer. We're seeing a little bit more water here. It's coming in a little faster, so now we need to definitely keep our eye on it as we're working here. As soon as one side gets done, I want to start putting walls up. Send logs down. And we'll put up this other side here. And see now that we've gotten a little bit deeper here in the aquifer, the water is starting to seep in a little bit faster than it was before. But up top, of course, we've gone through 1, 2, 3, 4. This is level 5 here, and we have no water on the upper levels at this point. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and build on this side. Oh, too much, too much. They get that last corner built, we'll go ahead and set that down. There we go. All the wall construction has been designated. Oh, we saw it getting a little level 2 there. And of course, we can wait over time here and have this water evaporate if we didn't want to risk it, but it should be okay. We should have a... What's going on here? CW. Building present, okay. What building is present here? Wall placement. Are they still working on it? Yep, they're working on it. That's what it was. Oh, not fully accustomed to the mod pack yet. Only played about an hour of it. So we'll start on the next level. Still an aquifer. I want to go through the whole process of getting the entire aquifer dug through here. So let's go ahead and dig this. Hit some jasper. Dig this. Just to give us a little bit of space here. Just in case if the water starts coming in too fast in the stairway, I don't want to block ourselves off. Easy. We'll put these walls down ASAP. Do I want to use sandstone? No, not particularly. Let's just use these logs. Okay. I think that's going to be the game plan here. If we had blocks ready, I would use those, but we don't have any blocks ready. I do. Hold on, that messed something up. I put upward stairways. Okay, my bad. What we need to do here, remove constructions. No, we need to remove construction, not designations. Yeah, that was on me. Oops. Which I wonder if they would actually work. I don't know. I don't think so, since the water's able to go into an up-down stairway. I doubt they'd work in an upward stairway. Let's put it on. Let's unpause it so we can actually play. This could cause some problems here. Slowing us down for sure, but I feel like we'll be able to work through it. We have a lot of dwarves down here working on it currently. Alright, we got that side knocked out, so let's go ahead and put a wall over here. It's the next level. Now here on the next level, we're actually seeing some of the aquifer actually not being here. So hopefully we are getting to the outer edge of it at this point. But you can, doors are unable to complete wall. Why is that? Initiated. Not sure. Item blocking site. Suspended construction of wall. Nice. Is there something in the way here? What is in the way? Possibly Jasper, but that doesn't make any sense. Hold on. W. Let's go back over here. Let's remove. Oops. In. Oh, okay, they got it built. They got it built. Very good, very good. And we'll wait for these two before I put them last bit. And actually, there we can now put this down. And we're good to go. Let's go ahead and build it up down here. I know this is a rather tedious process, but this is the best way to get it done. From me just testing it out, of course, and looking up some information on it and trying to figure it out. Possibly could have went up to a second Z level there. That might be why it suspended it. So we see more of this layer here not being part of the aquifer, which is really, really nice here. So possibly, let's see, we're on the outer edge, so maybe one or two more layers of this and we'll be free to go. Let's get this last one. See, up in the northern section of it, that doesn't seem to be too much aquifer there. Oh, no, never mind. Go ahead and get this last bit. Okay. So, of course, we're going to go back. We're going to start building our walls like we always do. Beacon log, sure. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and get started on the next one. Let's start to be a little ambitious here. Okay, and it actually looks like there is no aquifer here. But we're going to continue doing it just in case, and after that level, we will go down without it. So, ECW. See any? Nope, still don't see any. We might be in the clear here. But just in case, on the safe side, we will put up a wall. Just that last bit. There we go. Let's go ahead and start digging down. No, we won't. We'll get out of that menu. See if we've broken free of this. Some migrants have arrived. Cool, but not needed since we won't continue this fort. What's that little bit of water there? sunballs. So, no aquifer there, no aquifer there. Of course, that one's patch of water there that will evaporate over time. Are you suspended? No, you're waiting for construction. Okay. You guys are going good. And we've dug this far down and we see no more aquifer here. So, of course, we have finally finished digging through the aquifer all in pause so we can finish that construction of the last wall and the last section here just to be safe. Okay, that one's completed. And guys, this was an easy guide on how to successfully get through a light aquifer here. Let me go back just to show you. So, of course, the blinking blue is the light aquifer. We're not flooding on any of our levels here at this point. This one was, how many Z levels was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I don't think it's this one, but we're going to do this one just in case. So 7 Z levels of light aquifer, and we have successfully gotten through. At this point, we've digged as far down, and we see no more water, of course. So this is an easy way on how to dig through your light aquifer. If you've never done it before, at first it can be a very daunting task if you don't know how to complete it. But we are safe to go now, and we can go over here. We can look at our failure from our past one as they've reached 7 in 2 levels here, whereas this one here is looking dry as a bone for many Z levels to go. This one is still damp here at top. We're starting to see some 2s, and then the last 2 levels here, they are filled up completely at this point as we were building this other one. So that is a comparison between being able to it and messing up some places or making mistakes. But making mistakes is all about Dwarf Fortress. It's what the game is all about, I'm telling you. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And I might do some more of these little videos on how to do things in Dwarf Fortress. Haven't decided. But until then, you guys have a good one. See ya.